ready for the second part of Stompy Robot Saturday here on WBPL 76. Ralphie No Pants here, once again your host. This time, like I said in the previous one, the BPL folks, we're not the ones who are going to be doing the shooting or the stomping. This is one of the rounds, or the week one rounds, from the ISC competition, which is part of the MWO competitive series. This is going to be the first match of these two teams for this year in Division I, which is one of the which is the bottom division. It's the one the BPL team plays in, as we're still kind of new to comp as well. And yeah, it's a great way to get introduced to it. We've been having a lot of fun. You're going to learn that you are on a 5-minute delay. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the matches, try and tell you what I'm seeing and what I know. The two teams we've got here today are the European Redcoats, which is a team we've faced a few times before. Lots of fun, good folks. And then we have here an FJRD team called Church of Mechs. They're also new. And we have not played them specifically, but we've played other teams in their units. Some of the basic rules here is all the matches are going to be Conquest. They are only going to be 3 active points that they can use until they've gotten all of the kills. So for example here, let me pull this one up. The first match is going to be on Emerald Vale. So on that one, the only points they're going to be allowed to capture are Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon to begin with. 6 mechs, only Inner Sphere mechs, only ones that you can buy the base variant for C-Bills or Heroes. No Legends are allowed. And all of the drops are weight limited as well. So I'm going to wait for the two teams to tell us they are ready. And then we're going to drop in. I've watched a few matches, and we had our first one yesterday. There's been some teams who will just push straight for Theta. Some will grab their corners or try to grab both. I really haven't seen much of anything from these teams this year. So it'll be interesting to see whether they go for a cap or if they just want to fight it out.
Why are you here?
Should be interesting to see what's happening. Oh, we're getting some followers here too. But yeah, that's roughly what's going on. Hopefully gave you enough of an introduction for you to know what's going on. Yeah, should be a good time. We, like I said earlier, as BPL folks, we started playing comp last year, and we found it's some of our favorite formats to play the game. Lots of fun, folks, especially in these starter divisions. We get to meet a lot of people, have some fun, play a lot of games, and yeah, it's pretty relaxed and chill. The more spicy matches are going on MWO Leagues is the Twitch channel where most of those are hosted. But yeah, this is a nice sort of introduction. If you've been thinking about getting a team ready and some folks prepared and trying this out, this is kind of what it'll look like at the beginning. So, yes, oops, gotta mute that. There we go. All right, Team 2 had already locked previously, and now Team 1 is locked. Looks like they're both splitting between their Alpha and Bravo. So here we go. Here's the launch. Launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so let's see what these folks are going to bring to the first match. And chat, just a reminder, you're on a 5-minute delay. I will pop in and check on with you, but yeah. Waiting for the teams to come in. Oh, I'm just early. Okay. I think that's the drop ship over there. I hope. I'm not going to go too far away. Yes, here they come. That looks... Alright, so let's see what we've got. We've got the Hunters here with an Assassin, a Firestarter, Blackjack, Dervish, Wolverine, and a Vindicator. Good number of solid mediums. And the Redcoats should be right over here. We've got a Catapult, 2 Firestarters, a Javelin, and another Catapult. So let's see. Looks like the Euros, they've got one heading over for Kappa, but it looks like everybody else is heading to Theta. Oh, we've got some fire going on here. Once was locked, taking a couple of shots here. As they're coming around the hill. Oh, they've got 2 up on the hill. Or maybe that's just a wide scout. Let's see here. A little bit of long range. Yep, the Blackjack arrows. Those are probably going to be the...
Why are you here?
X-pulses and the machine guns. Oof. Bumblebee up on that hill getting some good shots down. Redcoats trying to get the second cap.
Resource point Beta is ours.
And there we are. We're over here by the stacks. Turning into a bit of a brawl. Arbiter is taking a lot of hits, getting focused. Lots of UAVs up. Bud Pro stopping to shoot him down. Might not be worth it. There we go. Here's Here starts the death. One down on each side. Let's see what those blackjacks are. Heavy machine guns, large X pulse, and 2 medium. Okay. Pretty even so far. Looks like it could go either way. But man, that is a tight brawl, and in those you gotta focus fire. Oh, that dervish has to get out and help. Looks like the Redcoats might take this one. Yeah. Yep, they've got him separated. And now they're gonna come and clean up this dervish.
We've gathered enough resources.
Oh, and he overheats in the end. Okay.
Huge tactical benefit.
So that's the first round of the European Redcoats. We'll get that here. So pretty low damage numbers, or pretty even damage numbers, which is kind of what you want to see. That means everybody's doing the work. So now we're going to be moving on to the European Redcoats win that one. And convert that to a number. And now the teams have some time to make some changes, and the map is going to change from Emerald Vale now over to Series. So the first match, they couldn't use any lock-on weapons, and this time they can. And so Series, as you know, is the dark junkyard map. It's pretty fun. So they're going to swap teams and whatnot. So for this drop, the weights are increased so they can bring heavier mechs, but they are still limited to only 6. The drop weight for this one is the teams need to be between 300 and 375 tons across all 6 of them. And you see they're rotating some players through.
Why are you here?
Hey, thank you for the follows there, folks. I've included a link to the rules in the description of the stream in case anybody wants to check that out. But right now we're still just waiting for the teams to rotate through and get ready. Looks like we're gonna see now a Series. So on Series for this map, like I said, the tonnage has gone up to 300 to 375, and they're going to play this one from both sides. You know, we've seen a few things. A lot of folks want to get up on these hills, and there it is. A lot of folks want to get up on these hills and do some long-range trading. You know, large lasers, PPCs, Gauss rifles. You know, they might go in and brawl at Theta again. Some folks might try to take the long way. Again, it's 3 caps. Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon are the only valid ones until you have killed all of your opponents. But yeah, the brawl on that last match was really good. Lots of Lots of tight focus fire. Few folks got distracted and lost, it looked like. But, you know, for a while there, it really looked like it could have gone either way.
Why are you here?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sounds like the Redcoats are having some technical difficulty over there. Oh, Wilf, yes, the hexagons around the mech are a good touch. Yep. So we're waiting for the last one of the European Redcoats to load in, it looks like. And let's see here. Let's engage in some gambling. Let's see who, based on that first one with the European Redcoats, wins. Let's see what you guys think will win the second time. Looks like they're having a little fun with each other, and I'll see if I can egg them on a little bit. But yeah. Yeah. So it looks like Team 2 is lining up to have... Where did I put that? All their stuff in Alpha and Bravo, which doesn't mean too much on this map, but it could mean they're looking for a Kappa swing rather than straight in. And it looks like the Redcoats are putting a fair amount in Charlie as well. Yep, 1 and 2 are the same side, they're just swapping out pilots, and after this one, we'll swap the teams. So they'll play it from the other side. Let me check then. So Team 1 is locked and ready to go. Team 2 is locked. So, once again, here we go. Give them a little countdown in case somebody remembers something horrible, although once you're locked, you really can't do much of anything. Just remember that this drop is between 370 and 375 tons. Ooh, that's some fun tech. Nope, getting up. Okay, there we are. Just waiting for the teams to come in now. Looks like everybody's being nice and friendly. Once again, Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon are the only points they can legally get until they've killed all the enemies. So let's see who is bringing what. Hunters of the Fjordlands, I'm over here. The Church of Mechs, they've got a Warhammer, Grasshopper, Dragon, Spider, Charger, and Cicada. I'm gonna guess these are lots of fast brawly boys. Yeah, medium lasers and binaries, large X pulses. Ooh, that's the Krail. So that's gonna be missiles and machine guns. So it looks like a mix of MIG and brawl. And what is that spider up to here, friend? Can I click on you? I can. A snub-nosed PPC. A fun spider, but... a fun spider for sure. Ooh. And then let's see, over here we've got 2 Chargers, 3 Crusaders, 6 Ts, and a Flea. Looks like everybody's coming up to Kappa. I'm not sure how much Muzz has seen. Oh, there's a little fight over at Theta. The Flea there, Spinnerack. Taking some hits from the long range. Are those Chargers the small range, the short range ones? Let's take a look. No, those, they've added 2 binaries to the smalls on that. That's a little bit of a different build than I expected. But yeah, we've got some trade going on here. Looks like we've got the Redcoats coming into a concave. That's potentially dangerous as long as hunters can coordinate fire. Both sides putting up a UAV. Let's see. Oh, they see Fat Bart over here might be by himself. Nope, they're rotating around. Hunters are coming around to support their guys. Lots of UAVs. We got a nice constellation of them there. Couple of strikes. Oh, Carlithe is stuck on the back, and it looks like, yep, Lord Arbiter, they're focusing those Crusaders. And Worf's about to be in trouble. He's gone. Let's see, are they going for the legs? On these guys? Maybe not quite. The Charger here is getting hit from the back. Grendel. Yep, just sitting back slightly out of his range. It's still 3-4. Lots of things can happen. Spinnerack and the Flea there might end up being the best hope for the Redcoats based on the damage numbers here. He might have to run away and play the cap game, hoping his buddies here can pull the legs off the enemies. Oh, but he's, yep, see, Oogway, he's already legged. Spider here, still pretty fresh. Let's see if we can get a view on that Grasshopper. Grasshopper's fresh. Ooh, that Dragon's open in the back. Let's see if Spinnerack can either pull it off by being clever with the caps. They do have an 100 ticket advantage right now. And they have 2 caps. At least for a second here, but he's going to have to do something. It'll be interesting to see what he decides to do, or how he wants to go about this. Looks like he might be running over to try and catch their light at Epsilon, trying to get this fight one at a time with just him and that spider. In a fight between the two of them, I would say that the Flea would have the advantage usually just because of the higher DPS. But both mechs are already damaged a little bit. Let's see what sort of shape Spinnerack is in as he comes up the hill. Oh, maybe it's not going to let me click. Come on, Poutine Code. You can do it. Oh yeah, he's opening both legs and gotten some head hits already. He is in a very dangerous position. But as long as he has a chance at getting a 2-cap and finding somebody to stab in the back, he can keep this alive. Oh, looks like he's getting some fire from some of the more long-range weapons. And let's see, they've got Kappa and Theta now fully captured. Got some large pulse lasers coming in. Yeah, by himself he doesn't have a lot of information on where they are, and it looks like he's, oh, there's one of his legs, and there is the other. So that's a winner for the Fjord, the Church of Mechs. So we're at 1 apiece now. Let's take a moment here and look at the stats. Uguay doing a lot of damage in that Crusader, the Krail. Big numbers there. Also for the Grasshopper, Warhammer got focused down pretty early, as I recall. And a little light numbers on these Crusaders. I don't remember if they were out of position or if they just had too many folks crossing the line in front of them. But that did not go terribly well for them. Let me fix that on the Excel, because of course I'm doing this in Excel. And then, all right. Can I grab more of you at once? I don't think I can. If I can, I don't know how. There we go. So now they are swapping sides to play from the other part of the map. Yeah. Once again, they're going to play from the other side, and it's still 300 to 375 tons. But yeah, it looked a lot like what happened there is that they went up to Kappa and Church and Fjord Church was ready to receive here. They had the concave, and Redcoats came in and they weren't able to quite get enough spread out, and maybe were blocking each other's shots too much at the beginning there. And that might be why they had some difficulty. Yes, the infamous all diaper whale strategy. Let's see here. As they're getting ready here. Spinnerack had actually named his mech Propaganda. That's it's always fun when you learn the things that people have actually named their mechs. So now that they're on the Team 1 side, it looks like Church of Mechs is going for the Alpha Bravo. So they might be trying to do an Epsilon push here. And looks like Redcoats might also be trying to do a Kappa again, although they could be waiting to see what position Church of Mechs is in once they've locked. Yeah, trying to click on lights is the absolute worst. So let's start another little bet here for drop 3. All right, looks like I'll double check here in case I missed the message. Just confirm with Team 1 if they're locked or not. Just confirming with everyone. Team 1 is locked. Team 2 is locked. So here we go again. Oh, Redcoat's doing a spread this time. They've got 2 in each. That's really not terribly illustrative of what they might be trying to do. It might be a cap strat. But it looks like that Alpha Bravo from Church of Mechs in Team 1. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Alright, so here we go. I'll give them their countdown again. They're both 3. See, they're both taking the maximum tonnage. And there we go. So we are now at 1-1. Should be interesting to see where this goes from here, to see if they keep trying to do brawl or if somebody decides to try a few different things. Yeah, Wraith, I know my stats have been unimpressive. It's really hard to kill them when you're just a UAV. Let's go up. Up, 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 up. Once again, they've switched sides. Still only Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon are valid caps. We should see the teams come through in a moment. Carlith apparently... Carlith? Apparently, hoping not to die first this time. Did he die first in both of the other matches? I can't remember. I know I usually die first on our team. I get a little aggressive. But... Alright, so it looks like they're coming in. Here we go. Redcoats we're starting with this time. They have a stalker. I'm going to guess that's going to be large lasers. If I can find it. Where are you? Yep. Yeah. Are you large lasers? Yeah, you're ER large lasers. All 6 of them. And then they've got the... Oh, and a brawling Highlander paired with it. The Grasshopper. what are you? You're 5. So it looks like the Redcoats
Gained Epsilon.
have brought a little bit of trade, some long range,
Theta is controlled by
and Hunters, the Church of Mechs, they've got the Crusader, Charger, Grasshopper, Dragon, Warhammer, and Spider. Very similar to last time. Let's see what their Grasshopper is. Large pulses, so not quite as long of a range. So it looks like the Redcoats have the range advantage this time. And are actually in red too, which is convenient. They've got 2 of the caps, so they've got the cap advantage. It's only slight at this point. So let's see here. Who can see what? The Stalker over there looks like it's getting some shots in on the Grasshopper. Or the Charger. Nothing terribly effective, but here comes Draco trying to grab Theta. But there's a lot of folks shooting in, and there's some pressure from behind there with that light mech. Ooh, and that looks like it's going to be a good arty strike and hit a large number for the church, for Fjord. And Mr. Fat Bard is getting left there all alone. The rest of the team, they're going after the flea. Oh, nope. They are doing a turn. It looks like they're not going to chase the flea. Looks like maybe they were hoping to catch him isolated, and they're going to go over here, and the Spider, Butterporo, is going to grab the other cap. So it looks like they're just going to end up maybe trading side caps.
We have possession of Kappa.
Let's see here. Redcoats pushing into Theta. Just a little bit. Oh, there we go. Getting some more shots on that Charger. Let's see if we can see if they're trying to aim for the legs or what they're trying to do there. Looks like they're just happy for any shots they can get right now. Yeah, Carlathan, that Griffin has taken the most damage out of anyone so far. But even he's not in a bad position, really. But now the Hunters, the Church of Mechs, they're going to get that cap advantage soon, which means that the Redcoats are going to have to do something. And it looks like it's a brawl with a bit of support here. Hopefully they can get through and make some work. Oh, Muzz going down. So that's the first one. That was that brawling Highlander. He tried to get in there, but it looks like we'll see how much damage he did. Looks like he hurt some folks, especially Fat Bard there in the Charger. Let's see if they were able to get him legged. Not quite. A lot of strategy in the lower divisions here. Oh, and there goes another one. You know, you'll see a lot of teams focusing on legs because once you pull the legs off Max, it's a lot easier to get the cap advantage. Somebody got told to go for caps on the Redcoat side. Let's see if they can find it. They need to get their first kill. They've got to start capitalizing on that work. Oh no. Das Meanleem, the Stalker. He's isolated. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's getting pushed by 3 mechs. 4, 5. Oof. You know, those Stalkers can take a pounding, but not really like that. Looks like he's going to go soon. Light or standard engine, we can see. The flea, I thought maybe was coming to help him, but it looks like nope, it's going for caps. So it is now 5-3. Things are still possible, but they're not looking great for the Redcoats right now. Yep, once was Locke in a lot of trouble here. Carlet will be happy to know he didn't die first this time, but it looks like he is still about to get pounded from the side and the back. We'll see if he can tear off any more legs or take someone down with him. But they've got that crossfire. He is just too many, and even the dragon up top. Let's see what sort of damage here. It looks like the grasshopper was the heaviest damage. They almost got the leg off, but not quite.
Command confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
Yep, and they are guarding all the points. And here is Spinnerack again in the flea, trying to run away from this Warhammer. That Warhammer's got range, but it definitely doesn't have speed. Let's see. Spinnerack's doing a much better time. Having a much better... Well, he's in much better shape than the last time he was left alone. He's still got... Ooh, that was the wrong button. He's still got all his leg armor. Well, not all of it, but he's still got leg armor. Not a slut this time. And... might be able to... Ooh, nope. Here comes the crossfire. He was hoping to get that Warhammer one-on-one, but it doesn't look like it's happening. They're slowly chipping away at his legs. And the spider, is that the snub spider again? Let's take a look. Lights clicking on you is horrible. Why? Yep, it's still that snub nose, and there goes Spinnerack again. So that is the second win for the Hunters. We'll get the code here for the guys in case they need it later. And let's take a look at some stats here, and let's see what happened and see how much... Yeah, that brawling Highlander, he tried to get in there, but he got shut down right away, only putting out double-digit damage, got DD'd at 80. He got 86 to 86. Lots of work from that Charger before it was taken down. Grasshopper as well, with those large pulses, as I recall. Once Was Locked did a lot out of that Shadowhawk. Very, it's not a mech I remember seeing in comp very often, quite surprising. And let's see here, and then we're going to change the map to Caustic Valley. So this is, as you probably know, one of the hotter maps in the game. Rubelite is the hottest. And let me pull up the map here for that one to have just a little chat here. Well, let's finish this one. So Redcoats had their line set up, and it was a great firing line. But the Church of Mechs, the Fjord folks, were able to just go around it and poke at it from the sides and peek and poke until eventually they got through. The brawly Highlander got lost right here in this patch and wasn't able to really take anyone down with him. And those sniper trade mechs are great at long range, but once they get pushed, if they don't have some protection, it can be difficult for them. They just, if they had rotated that line or moved it a little better, it might have worked out more, but it's really hard to get lines moving through these hills, especially if you've got some bigger, slower mechs like that Stalker. Yeah, it was a good mix of trade, brawl, mid-range, trying a bunch of different things, and it's neat to see that. Now we're going to Caustic, where a lot of folks, from what I've seen so far, have been trying to play long range from these mountain ranges, but we'll see if that holds true with these folks. So let's see what's going on here. Church of Mechs still getting set up. They're going to be Team 1 for this drop, and then they'll be Team 2 for the next. And it'll also be on Caustic, and the weight limit for these drops is 375 to 425 tons. So if you take the 425 there and you divide it by 6, you get an average of 70. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of things they do. I know a lot of teams will do very heavy, very light. Some will try to be more even, depending on their strategy and their attempts. You can learn a lot about what is going on there. Let's see here. So it is tight right now, but it is not inconceivable that the Redcoats could come through and still win this. They've had 2 difficult matches there on series. But they could still do it. So there are your gambling proceeds. And we'll start you all gambling again. We'll get you on the gamble for drop 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, no one's called a lock yet, but they both look ready. Let's take one quick peek and see if we can figure out what they might be trying to do at the map. So Team 1, the church, is putting all of their stuff in Alpha and Bravo, which is away from their near point of Gamma. Maybe they're trying a run around or an into Theta or a snipe strat. Team 2, it doesn't matter too much, but they've got it all in Bravo Charlie, so I would expect that to be some sort of a run to Kappa, whereas these folks maybe into Theta? Maybe setting up on this ridge? It'll be interesting to see what they want to do. Yep, it is currently 2-1 to Fjord. I made an Excel sheet to track it. It does automatic things here, and I've got the match codes. But anyways, let's get these folks dropped. But yeah, Caustic, I think you can do long range. But I think it's also fair to try to do a speed brawl because there's just so much cover on the map with all these rocks and things. All these nice yellow rocks. there they come. There are the leopards. And yeah, Wraith here out in the chat, I see him going. He is on the BPL comp team. We had some good matches last night. Which he was a good and contributing member to. Alright, but here come the folks. Let's see what we're gonna get. With the Redcoats, we've got a Corsair, Marauder 2, Grasshopper, another Corsair, a Spider, and a Firestarter. Let's take a look at Corsair, large lasers, Gauss rifles, binary cannons on the Marauder 2. Corsair, large lasers, Gauss rifles. Okay, so it looks like Redcoats want to do a bit more of another long-range strategy this time. Let's see if we can get a quick look over here at what's going on with the hunters here. So we've got a catapult. I'm going to guess that's a splat cat. Orions with the AC-20s and the SRM-6s. Stalker with the binaries and mediums. And, oh. So that's an interesting mix. Looks like hunters might be trying to brawl again. Or do some sort of mid-range. Redcoats again grabbing the 2-cap advantage right off the bat. Setting up on the hills like I was telling you there. They've got those big blue lasers and Gauss rifles. Pushing down. And that can be really punishing and demoralizing when you don't have anything to pop back with. But you can see the hunters here trying to get into some sort of cover positions and seeing if they can still make any sorts of advances. They've got one of their light mechs all the way around there. Nearly to Kappa, trying to do a backstab here. Which one is that? That's the Javelin 10P. Is that a Blake box? Did he just try to Blake box? That's not quite a pure Blake box, but he just tried to dump a whole bunch of rockets into that big sniper, and it didn't quite work out for him. Yeah, still lots of trading going on here. But it looks like it's slowly devolving here. They've got a couple of the snipers still up. What's going on around this hill? Looks like Church of Mechs may be getting together for a punch. Maybe trying to do a push together. But they're being held off by the Marauder and the Firestarter. And some of that withering fire from the Grasshopper. Spinnerack finally out of that flea. What's he doing? He's doing 5 ER large in a Grasshopper. Getting those shots in from, you know, a great distance. Well, not a great distance, but you know what I mean. From a ways away. Oh, but it looks like something's happening and he's not getting his shots in. Maybe he's lost his angle. But there goes Fatbeard. And there's Epic Ace. So there's the... Yeah, we're starting to see the loss here in the trading. Hunters losing, taking damage from all of these long-range traders. You can see by their damage percentages they're not doing the greatest. But it looks like the damage is very spread out and they're not being able to focus fire very well. There went Drakor in that Javelin. He'd already blown his load, so he wasn't quite as useful as he could have been. But getting in here into the brawl. Bumblebee and the Orion goes down. That catapult is chasing the Firestarter. Let's see if they can get together and refocus here. But it looks like the mid-range... Ooh, a self-destruct by the fire starter. Got too spicy. But yeah, you see all these points on the hills. They are just... They might not be able to focus a component down, but they're just getting so much out without taking much in return. Oh, here comes the Cyclops here. That's the one. He's got an AC-20, as I recall, and some MRMs. Ah, but he's a slut. He's in trouble. Oh, yep, there went one of the legs. And there goes Locke. From what looked like a clear advantage, this is coming down to it. 2v2. Let's see. Oh, and it's just the Cyclops. Let's see if he can get his aim on it. Grendel, they love those snubby spiders. And there we go. So that's a win for the Redcoats. Which, if I'm not being bad at this, gives it 2 wins aside. Take a look over here and see what we can figure out. Yeah, you see lots of high damage numbers. That means they're getting a lot of shots in and doing work, but you can tell it's not as efficient as before when they were going for the legs and able to get things done that way in the brawl. That javelin, oh, those rockets probably did hit. It looked to me like they missed. But yeah, that or he had way more SRM-6 ammo than I thought he should. Lots of mechs doing good work here. Lots of mechs doing good work here. All right. I'm going to take a second here and swap the teams. And my brain's going to die. Redcoats were team 1 to start, so they are team 1 at the end, right? Yeah, so if you're team 1 to start, you are team 1 at the end. Redcoats are team 1 at the end. There we go. Oofta. Lost my mind for a second there and got stuck on IH 1066. Yeah. All right, so we got these swapped around. Yeah. There were a lot of large lasers, lots of hot builds for that map. I was not expecting big, long lasers. I was expecting if they were going to do that, there'd be more autocannons, more 5s and 10s. But, blue lasers work. Blue lasers just work when they are in position and moving. Looks like they learned a little from that match on series before about keeping their firing line in a bunch of different positions. You know, adjusting and seeing what's going on. And the Redcoats didn't get stuck static that time. But yeah, once again, we're going here. Just waiting for folks to get ready and in position. Maybe making a couple of last minute changes based on how they did last time, things they learned. Maybe celebrating that, giving themselves a little hype. Because, as I said, if I've been keeping track of this correctly, it is now currently 2-2. So the winner of this last drop is going to get is going to be the winner of the match. Yeah, as long as, pretty sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, I'm doing this right. Every so often, you get a little tired and you start asking questions. But, oh boy. So, let's see here. Teams are locked. I'm gonna throw that out right quick. Here we go. 2-2, all to play for. Division I. The Davidiots are tight. Gonna give them their little countdown here. Glad to see we haven't had any technical issues on the actual games here. Usually we get, it seems like there's usually one of those when we face the Redcoats, like Carlisle or somebody always disconnects. But there hasn't been any of that yet, which is encouraging, and hopefully that will remain the case. Just gonna take a minute and get a pop up a little bit and wait for these dropships to come on in. You know, they're playing from the other side of the map again. Good luck trying to find fun and kill it. Oh. But yeah, let's see. There are the drop ships. Look at those three nice little leopards. It'll be interesting to see what sort of mechs they choose for the last drop, because a lot of the ones I've been expecting to see, Chargers, Crusaders, Grasshoppers, have already been pretty thoroughly used. For reference, if you didn't know, you're only allowed to use 3 of each chassis in a match here. So what do we have here? We've got looks like a Charger, 2 Dragons, a Battlemaster 3M. I'm going to guess that's the Wubmaster on the Redcoats. But over here with Fjord, we've got Assassin, Marauder, an Onion. Is that the 20s and the SRMs again? Yes, it is. Splat Cat, Snack Bounty Hunter, ERPPC Goss. So it looks like this time Hunters have brought a little more mid-range. Looks like they're more prepared to counter what Redcoats did last time. And it looks like Redcoats are headed up Kappa. They've got an onion leading their charge. Same one on the other side. Large lasers, mediums. Lots of lasers. I can't say. Yeah. Oh, nope. I am confused. I am a confused little boy. This way is what I want to see. Looks like they're both avoiding each other. And that Redcoats seem to can't remember. Is Sigma a valid? Nope. Okay, so they are avoiding that. Yep, Wubmath. Looks to me like, from what I can see so far, Redcoats are trying to throw him for a loop and run some speed brawl here. Yep, yeah. Dragons with snubs. Oh, Grendel getting left behind. Oh, he's only got 8 regular medium lasers. I would have expected pulses out of that mech. This is an interesting pathing I didn't think we'd see. Redcoats went past all of their own cap points and through Theta to come over here to neutralize this, and it looks like they're just going to try and push in. Hunters, the Church of Mechs up on that ridge. Spinnerack looks like he's getting in a little bit ahead of himself, but oh, here comes the guys. You know, you don't want to go into the club by yourself. You gotta wait for your buds. But Redcoats are taking all sorts of damage on their walk to that front door, and the bouncer is telling them no. They are just getting pummeled down. 2 down. 3 down, and they've only taken 1. Let's see here. And those damage numbers are not looking good for them. Catapult there. Let's see. They don't seem to be aiming specifically for legs. There's Dasmine Liam. So here's Epic Ace in the Thunderbolt, the 5SS. One of my favorite mechs. I love melting faces with that. It looks like they just charged a little too heavily in there, and then once they get this cap, that should be the end of it. A lot of great matches. Both teams made some attempts at some mid-range, long-range brawl. All sorts of good things that, you know, I like to see out of teams, trying different approaches and strategies. And so that is the victory for the Church of Mechs, the Fjord team. Really close right to the end there. Lots of great matches, lots of great strats. Looked like they were having some real fun in those drops. Those are the sorts I like to play. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here, having a little bit of chat between the teams at the end. Hi, Moppet. How's my little kitty? Are you gonna jump over here? I thought you were gonna take a nap. Doesn't look like they've coordinated any sort of silliness after the end. GG's all around, which I agree. both of these teams played well. Um, and then I'm just gonna run some time here to make sure that when I hit the stop button, it doesn't stop anything we don't need it to. Gonna get this up here one more time, so if they need this in the future to reference the match numbers or the results, yeah. Yeah, I just made it in Excel in a minute. I know there's a fancy thing that some of the bigger casters have together, and I will hopefully get that next time I have to do this. And, yeah. And then, yeah, we'll let these folks clear on out. And oh, he left. I was going to challenge him to a 1v1. Oh, well. But anyways, I just want to make sure that I am giving you enough time at the end of this with the stream delay because I don't remember how those work exactly. And I just don't want to push the stop button if that's going to stop it too fast for you. But yeah, as you can see, there's all sorts of rules to look into. This is the ISC. This is their 6th season of this tournament. Registration for this one is closed, but there will be another one in a few months. Feel free to join the Aux Discord, which I know has been put in the chat a couple of times. And we do try to reach out to folks and get people to be on a team from the Aux. We've done combined BPL and Aux teams before for CS23. Sometimes, maybe there will be enough that there's just a BPL and just an Aux team. But yeah, just trying to get more people involved. This is a game that I enjoy. It's a game that I think is even better if you've got some friends and some folks to play it with. And I think comp is probably the most fun way to do that. Even, it's definitely my most favorite game mode. Rules are different. People try all sorts of silly things. Yeah, met a lot of friends, had a lot of fun, and hope the stream wasn't too bad. I mean, it was just my first go, or second go at this. And yeah, so that's it. So I can do that last prediction where yeah. And with that, I know that for sure you've got the last of the match on the stream. I'll let you chit chat a little bit here. And yeah. Oh, there's a pet redeem. Moppet, you need to be pet. Here you go, little kitty. All right, folks, you have a good day. We'll see you later. If you're interested in participating in comp like this and you're part of the aux or the BPL, feel free to reach out. Like I said before, this tournament, all the rosters are already locked, but there should be another one in a few months. Or in a couple months, I think. Should end just before the 4th of July, if I remember the calendar right. Yeah, we'd love to help you find a spot on a team and to participate. Thank you all and have a good day.